This I know, for the Bible tells me so. Little ones to him belong. They are weak, but Jesus is strong. Let me take it again. Jesus loves me. This is what I know. For the Bible tells me so. Little ones do him belong. They are weak, but Jesus is strong. Yes, Jesus loves me. Yes, Jesus loves me. Yes, Jesus loves me. For the Bible tells me so. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Have a feel of the day. Another day is here. For my Bible says, weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. Kenneth, welcome. Share the page. Share the page. Remember, this broadcast is proudly brought to you by Ginger Honey Chips. God bless you wherever you are. It's the beginning of another day. It's a wonderful time here. And as usual, it's a road show with Councillor George Lutros. For some time now, we have been doing a serious communication issue. Any network interference you have, bear with me, the new one we've got, we're trying to see if it will work on the road show. Our topic for today is there. If you have any question, you can drop with me. But this morning, I want to thank God for the life of our children. I read today that our prayer, we started praying for some time now, that may the kidnappers of our children be exposed and be arrested. 3 suspected kidnappers have been arrested. It's a good news for me. As for the ginger chips, when you chew it, oh Mali cry, you call for water. This morning, I'm going to start my lecture, and for solid 30 minutes, it's going to be very meaty. When we say meaty, do you understand? A bit pea. The thickness of the soup is in the meat, or is from the meat. The thickness of the soup is from the meat. A quanimu pianing jina and namdodo a one quine. O here for adwin na say namdodo esen kwan. Sigani si namdodo ensen kwan. Emma enkwan pi. Eyi ni de ne kire. Eja no pay. Enkomo a menimu bedi no enam na wo mu na dooso papa. It's a road show with Councillor Lutro. Then he asked for the shaking is allowed. This morning, I greet you wherever you are and bring you blessings for my wife, my children, my girlfriends, my family members, and especially those of you who are watching me this morning. Share the page. 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 Whatever goes on the road, I will brief you like I always tell you. I am on the airport stretch. And it's a wonderful sight. Let me also take this opportunity on my page. Yvonne Asari, welcome. Thank you so much. Good morning to my dear. Let me take the opportunity to congratulate the initiative by the Greater Accra Minister. And I'm calling on all the GAS and the GA Adangbe Council to support our own. It might sound tribal in your mind, but the failure of this illustrious son of our land is a failure of the GAS state. Accra is for the GAS. We have nowhere to go. Chichi, welcome. Yes, good morning, sir. Yeah, I know. These two says they are writing, they might be Nigerians. They might be Nigerians. I have a challenge and I want to address the challenge. How I challenge all the things I bought, none of them is working. This morning, I'm struggling with this one.
You see this one?
Yes.
Have you tried this one?
Let me try it. It's bad. Can you give me that one to try and see?
Because I just came from the circle.
So let me try it and see. I've been looking for you for a long time.
I'm here to...
The new one I bought, it's not working. It's lying there.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but I'm trying to get... I'm live. That's why I can't stop. So let me just try it. I'll pass tomorrow. I'm trying to get a better stand. I'm sorry, viewers.
But this one will fix at somewhere here or there.
It can't fix in this area or here.
Yeah. Somewhere here or
Is it on the surface?
Yes.
But are you sure this is strong? Don't spoil my dashboard.
You just have to take the
it will spoil the dashboard. That's my problem. This I can't risk my Volvo like that.
Okay.
If I get a clip, it will do for me. This is not too good.
Okay.
So get a better one.
All right.
I'm sorry, but I told you what happens. That the tripod I use in the car is not stable. So I was trying to get a new one from the guy I bought from. This is one of the young guys who is in the University of Education, distance student, and he sells these things on the road. It's no news. Like the way we make news out of a first degree holder frying chips in the market. Even me, I sell ginger chips. You understand what I'm talking about? So welcome all of you. Chichi, thank you for coming. This GA land issue. It's not about the land issue. This land belongs to the GAS. This is where they settled. And if our illustrious son, who has become a minister, wants Accra to work again, I want all of us to support him so that it works for him. This is not about politics. This is about tribalism. And I call on all the GAS, the GA Adangbe Council, to support our son to make sure that Accra will work again. He has initiated it. He can't do it alone. He's defying all political odds to make sure that Accra will work again. And I like the way all other MCEs, DCEs are all getting involved. Kumasi, arise. Cape Coast, arise. Let the filth and this debt that is engulfing us be clean before the rainy season starts. So that Accra will work, any other place will work. And by the way, he's bringing back the Kantan cancer, Saman, as a result that if a shop has a gutter that is choked, they will sue and take them to court. I am happy with it. Thank you, Greater Accra Minister. Continue your work. And don't think about politics. I remember that His Excellency, ex-President John Agyekum Kufuor made a statement that if you want things to work, forget about a second term. This statement I have not forgotten. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. And I go straight to our tip for today on our diabetes, Free Diabetes Society Ghana. This is a fan club that is coming up. Free Diabetes Society. And this is yours truly, the founder and the president of CL Foundation, the Diabetes and Asthmatic Help for the Needy Foundation that is registered in the United States of America and registered in Ghana as a whole. The president is here and proudly brought to you by Ginger Chips, the only favorite sweet chips that you chew and you feel tribute. This morning, what is the tip? We are repeating the tip for the week and for the month. Diabetes is non-functioning of a pancreas, which is an organ in your body. Whoever is watching me this morning, if you are diabetic, this morning, know the range you are in with your bedside checker. Before the glucometer that we use pricking our thumb or any part of our finger is called glucometer. It is used to check the sugar level in our blood, and there is a rate that you need to have. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're already a known diabetic person, you know your range. If you are not a known diabetic person, you also must know what you are not supposed to see when you take your blood. Hear me, if your pancreas is functioning well, what you need in the morning is sugar, and the pancreas will be able to extract the insulin in your food, and by so doing, you can use it to see, to be able to have clarity of vision and to be able to think right. So if you want to know how to prevent yourself from getting a weak pancreas, the first thing you need to do is to eat breakfast on time. Eat breakfast on time. Don't copy the bad behavior of doing government work, doing jobs, working, and after working and you feel tired, then you eat. Anytime you feel hungry before you eat, you are trying to incarcerate your own body by inviting signs and symptoms of diabetes. You are not supposed to feel hungry before eating. You are supposed to let food be available that when the signs of hunger comes, it will see it. And that is one of the duties of the pancreas in your body. Eat on time. Break your fast on time is our tidbit for today. This tidbit is brought to you by our one and only Ginger Chips, proudly spoken and voiced out by the president of Free Diabetes Society Ghana, Fan Club president. God bless you for doing so. Eat breakfast on time. On time could be 6 a.m. On time could be 5 a.m. But let it be on time. Welcome you once again to our topic for today. We have been treating communication for some time now. And I told you that I'm going to teach communication until you become a student of communication. I told you I'm going to make sure that communication becomes very easy on your tongue. And the reason why I'm treating communication is because of relationship. And I've explained myself on several occasions, especially on this road show, what communication is and what communication is not. Ladies and gentlemen, I would love you to understand that sharing is caring. And what we are sharing here is more loving than any other thing. Go on your page and share with other friends. Thank you very much, Ichi. Glucometer. Yeah, it's checking diabetes, glucose sugar. Thank you very much. So I want you to share as I start the topic for today, or better still, continue our conversation, but to the topic for today. I have brought up to speed the topic on the page, and I think my top sharer, Kenneth, have just also pulled it up for you to know that this is the topic we're treating for today. We're treating how to manage your communication in marriage and relationship. Hey, how to manage your communication in marriage and relationship. Your communication. How to manage your communication. So in this particular time of communication, what I am treating is yesterday and throughout the time, we are still treating the major topic, and these are some of the subsets. The major one is how, where, and when to communicate in relationship and marriage. And right now, today's topic is how to manage your communication. Managing my communication, managing your communication is what I'm treating today. Share the page with me. I'm sharing. Go on the share button. Share to your groups. Share to your friends. Go into your WhatsApp page. Share to them and tell them Counselor George Luttrell is here and is here to teach. 0277 609 644. This is not to stop you from working. You can continue to do your personal work, your official work, but still, you can have this opportunity to learn. Our radio stations are doing well, but unfortunately, what they are discussing is the same thing. Look at Daya. There is no change. No slot. So this morning, I welcome you to be part of our conversation today. Simply put, what are we discussing? How to manage your communication. Managing your communication in marriage and relationship. And your lecturer for today and always is the roadshow manager, Counselor George Luttrell. Ladies and gentlemen, it's very important for us to always come to teach you the way we learn how to teach in our class. Hey, I have a stranger today. One of my sweet Banta Diallo, my senior and my friend, the aide of Counselor Luttrell. She doesn't really come, but today she's here. Esther Selassie Bobby. What happened? As the thing corrected itself, because I've always come to make sure that I send the page to you. Today you got it faster. Thank God. We are here to communicate. So learn how to communicate in marriage and relationship. And let me make this clear. When we use the word, I've explained it several times what relationship is and what relationship is not. So I've told you the types of relationship we have. Official relationship, business relationship, marriage, marital relationship. We have sex relationship. We have platonic relationship. We have baby daddy relationship. We have side chick relationship. So relationship and marriage are different things. And I'm addressing the issues of relationship and the issues of marriage. So today, you are not out because you are not married. You are not out because you are not going out. That is not what we're talking about. You and your mother, you and your father, your siblings, you have relationship. So relationship in totality is broad. And for the sake of those who just join us for the first time, what is communication? Hey, Selassie, you are here. Thank you. This is Esther Bobby, my sweetheart. Love you, girl. That's my queen, okay? That's good. So today she's come to join us, and I'm happy she has come. And the rest, Esther, once you have come, share it. Invite your friends. Go on your school page and post it there. Let them learn communication. It is no master's degree in communication alone that will keep your relationship. But we are talking about what is communication. And remember that I keep saying that the breakdown of communication in types are different. We've come to a position where everybody can define communication on my page. Communication is where there is a sender and there is a receiver. It is the medium of imparting knowledge through, it is the medium of imparting knowledge through writing, visual, verbal or non-verbal mediums. So imparting information through the medium of writing, visual, verbal or non-verbal mediums. Three basic forms of communication I spoke about, and let me repeat, is by writing or written, verbal, non-verbal communication. So it means that all these three forms of communication, when they are employed anywhere or used anywhere, a sender and a receiver have been established. And I made it clear to you, and let me repeat it every time I come, that when it comes to relationship and marriage, all forms and types of communications are needed. Share the page, my sister. Share the page, my friend. I'm sharing the page with the rest of you. And that is why I'm looking down. So I'm sharing the page. Wherever you are, pick it up. And let somebody else be part of the conversation today. It makes sense when somebody gets into the limelight because of you. If you know Mr. Sari, Tell Mr. Asari that gradually I'm getting to a point that if I come and I don't see him again, I will very soon write him a letter and send the full soldiers to come and walk him out of the office. I mean, the senior organizer for the Council Electoral Fund Club, I don't see his activeness on the page. I come, you need to rush. Kenneth, tell him to come and share the page. He needs to come and learn communication relationship. Thank you very much for your support this morning. So how many types of communication we have? I've said it several times that there are a lot of books that have explained what communication is. And this morning, I have defined what communication is and made it clear to you for you to understand that, in simply put, the imparting and exchange of information by speaking, writing, or using other mediums like visual, non-verbal, or verbal. So speaking, writing, or other mediums is part of communication. So ladies and gentlemen, if you are learning communication in school, you will need it in your relationship and marriage. Our conversation today is how to manage mind communication in relationship and marriage. Now I have come to understand what communication is. Yesterday, we learned some of the barriers that prevent effective relationship communication. Every communication must have an effect because it is a medium of a sender and a receiver. So where there is a sender and there is a receiver, we have to do it in such a way that the receiver must have an interpretation. Use water. Stop cracking. You spoil your throat. And let me teach you this. Anytime you see body, you are creating bruises in your throat. It will scratch. The medium is very essential. And if you understand the medium carefully, it will be easier for you to identify the barriers in your communication. So how do I manage my communication? It is how you identify your barriers in your communication to the other person. Yesterday, you learned from me that language barrier can be one of the inhibitions to communication. If I greet you in the morning, Shabolo Sikele Matolo Sambaraye Naya. You know, when we got to Christ Fresh, those times, we were greeting each other with tongues. Celebatoya na. Then the other person will say, Makise Talobo. It means good morning. Like Paul said, when we're babies, we behave like babies. Now that we grow, we are behaving adults. Say why? So it is a medium of communicating to God. So when I come to God in the morning and I wake up in the morning and I start, Mahele Satikabonda Balibrena Pikiri Kurihandi Abolo Sendele Badiana. It is a prayer to God, and prayer is communication and relationship with God. The reason why we say that before you can talk to God, you need to establish a particular form of relationship. It means that where there is no relationship, communication will become a barrier to effectual, fervent prayer of the righteous. If you don't have any communication with God, when you speak in tongues, it's an unknown language to you, but the Spirit will come to connect you so that divinity will meet humanity. So tongue speaking is speaking not unto man, like the Bible says, but it's unto God. So he understands it. But when we bring tongue speaking into our local dialect and our normal relationship, we are breaking it. So a man of God who is not in talking terms with the wife, because there is misunderstanding, when the wife comes to her asking for money to buy some bags of pure water because the pure water people are in, then he's sitting on his chair. Whilst your wife is looking for money to go and buy water. You want her to understand that you are praying to God. And she has to understand that when you are talking to God, no interference. Brother, put your hand in his pocket. Whilst he's praying, pull the money out and show it to him that I'm taking 40 cedis. So he will cut the talking to God and hold your hand from the pocket. And I'm going to buy. You understand what I'm talking about? So don't use a language that the person you are communicating with cannot decode or interpret. Managing yourself, managing yourself so you can have effective communication is to know the content of your communication. And by knowing the content, the language is part of the content. The container must give you a feel of the content. This is why we are able to know who is talking, because who is talking is what will give us the grace to be able to let it work effectively and judiciously in our fraternization with each other. If you speak Ewe to someone who doesn't understand Ewe, what have you done? You have not communicated. So I want to manage my communication. And by the way I manage my communication is to be able to understand where I am communicating to. So in the relationship we are, I know when I meet Kenneth, he is an Ewe. So when I say indeed now, he knows I said good morning. I am talking to Kenneth. I'm not talking to everybody. So why would others will fall victim and said, why didn't you greet so that we can all hear? I was greeting Kenneth. So I said, Kenneth, indeed now. Pemator. So it is not general to everybody. How to manage myself before I communicate. It is to understand the medium of communication. When we went to China in school, when we go out to go and shop or to have fellowship with other Chinese people, they can't speak English at all. But on their phone, they have a translator. So immediately you say something, they tell you, can you send me, send or type? When you type, they now go to the translator, and the translator breaks the barrier of communication and relationship is established. So I love you. I want to have a relationship with you as I'm on campus. You can't say it in Chinese because we went to learn, write, and forgot. But when you type it, I love you and want to have a relationship with you, they translate. And they also write in their language and they translate. So one of the mediums of breaking barriers in your communication is to find a decoder so that you can be able to transfer an information from one page to the other. And remember that when you send a message and the sender is expecting the receiver to respond and there is no response, is likely equated to non-communication. So when the barriers in your communication are not dealt with, you cannot establish the fact that you have communicated. So you are able to communicate when the barriers are broken. So how to manage myself is to understand what communication is not. Hear me. The first thing to do to manage yourself before you communicate is to understand what communication is not and not what communication is. Understanding what communication is will not help you manage, but understanding what communication is not is what will help you to manage your communication in your relationship communication with people. So we have come to believe that communicating with other people, you need to have the language barrier broken. And in breaking your language barrier, you, the individual, must also understand that what is not communication cannot be used for communication. So it's the reverse of knowing what communication is, which I'm teaching you today. Your medium of communicating from one state to the other, of disseminating information in relationship, can easily bring you an end story of positivity or negativity. The next thing in managing your communication is that don't have the conclusion of your sending of message to the other part. Manage your mood, the next point. Before you communicate, because the forms of communication include gestures, visual, verbal, non-verbal, then in your quest to receive or send a message, your mood is very important. I am not in the mood to talk. Shut up. But remember, because you are in relationship, either in the office, in the house, in any platonic one, sexual relationship, there are people that I'm telling you, their sexual communication is so painful. To have sexual intercourse with them, it's like the Third World War has come. So many negative gestures. Gestures that will not enhance the act of sexual communication, because they are operating within their mood. Yes, she is menstruating. This is a bad place. Oh no, please. My driver, take your time. Can you go zero? I'm sorry, viewers. I like your question, Esther. When you send a message and the person you send the message to reads but doesn't respond, you have communicated. Now here's the case. The responding time of your communication is dependent on what you have communicated. So we are not able to manage ourselves. And the reason why we are not able to manage ourselves, Esther, is that our expectation, like yesterday, you are not in yesterday's lecture, so I'll help you. Our expectation, like yesterday, is that thing has finally been sold. Our expectation, like yesterday I said, is that when you communicate, your expectation is that I just call Esther and I expect her to answer. I can't be on call waiting. When I call her and she sees my call, she has to cut any other person and talk to me. And I give an example with my wife, that one of the people that I have lived with, and I love the way they are, is that paying attention to her phone is a crime. And I've come to understand that very, very well. Very, very, very well with my wife. So in my house, I don't want my landline to go off, because I call my wife and I know when I call her I won't get it on the landline, but I know when I call her on the phone I won't get, but on the landline I will get. I've never assumed that my wife is online on WhatsApp, so when I drop a message, she'll respond. Yes, she has the respect for me to respond, but the responding time is not dependent on the sender. It's dependent on the content. And if it is because you are in need and you send me a message and you're expecting a response, if I don't have an answer to it, I don't know how I should respond. For example, as I'm live right now, my sister, if Esther, you call me, you didn't get a prompt that I am live, and you send me a dying message or send me a message that I'm expecting a response to take an action, and I don't respond, I don't think I can pick your call whilst I am live. But for you, I have read it because I can read. Or it has tick blue because I'm already on WhatsApp because I'm sharing. Unfortunately for me, if you are expecting it and you are worried because you've sent me a message, and the next painful part of the communication is that once you didn't respond to the first one, they get sarcastic and they begin to write other things to you. You are doing other things that are more important than what I'm doing to you. Yes, I know I'm very less important, but everybody is needed at the particular time. Finally, you have gotten what you want from me. So you jump into conclusion. Manage yourself. We create war, there is no war. You come back from work and your spouse will ask you, how was work? You said, fine. Is that the only thing? Why are you quiet? Oh, everything is okay. No, you are too quiet. When you are outside, you are loud. Everybody you are laughing with. When you get to this house, as if I am your demon. If you think that you can't manage me in this house, it makes a lot of sense if you finally decide to, as it is, let me go to my parents' house so you can live in this house alone. Because this is your attitude of every time coming here, you are talking to me as if you don't want to talk. Oh my God. Manage yourself. Manage yourself. Manage yourself before you communicate in relationship. Because if you don't manage yourself in this relationship galore, it will be very difficult for you. Very difficult. So like Esther, you're saying, they've read the message. They have not responded. There's a reason why they will respond. Their responding time is there. Why do you think that because it is you who send the message, everything must grind to a halt so that they answer your message? You are important, but not what you think you are. So your thinking is that I am less important. Your thinking is that this driver is too inquisitive. Ask what you want. Oh, what is this? I'm sorry. Tell me what you want. Why? This do-it-yourself people mentality. The conclusion becomes very, very daring. And some have lost relationship. Some have lost partners. Some have lost business deals because they misinterpreted what it is. I have kept a lot of people around me because I was able to manage my communication skills. I understood the era we are in. When I call you 1, 2, and you don't pick, I don't bash you with calls. There are times I can go and see 60 missed calls on my phone from one number. And you call back, and the person goes like, yes, I was calling you because yesterday you asked that I call you before I sleep. And 3 a.m. somebody is calling you as to say, I wanted to check on you because the whole day I didn't hear from you. You rush to pick the call. What I'm saying is that don't ever conclude, but manage your communication. They'll respond. You send a text message to the person, especially when your name is in the person's phone book, they will definitely respond to you. So manage your communication. Know the physical barriers that inhibit communication. Know some of the issues, like I said yesterday. Network issues can become a barrier. People put up their data. People work in areas where the network is bad. So you think that you have communicated and it has not gone anywhere. Or you send a child or somebody to take a message to somebody. This morning, my son was telling me something. I was not hearing what she was saying. He came to tell me that the auntie told her to go and wear a new singlet. So tell Selena to give you a new singlet. And he came to me with no singlet because he was wearing singlet already. After eating, they soiled it. And you know, that's mismanagement. I was going to teach them what is management. Because you're going to feed a child. Why do you dress the child before you feed the child? And you know how children are. Even when you beep them, they will soil themselves. So you waste soap and waste singlet. No management skills. They have a dress for feeding us when we're growing. When we're going to school, no, they will feed us with a particular dress because they know we'll swell it and then they'll come and change. But you see, as we are growing, we'll teach them. Thank you very much, Salas, if you understood it. Noted. Yes, this your noted is a serious communication language. So managing yourself, your choice and the content, like I said, is also very important. So when you say noted, thank you, the way I will read it will have a different meaning than the way you sent it. You are laughing. The way you interpret it will give us the freedom to understand what you mean. So managing communication in the work of, in your work area, and your individual self will always have its weight on your communication level. Ladies and gentlemen, think before you talk. Think before you talk. Check the content of the choice of words that you use before you communicate. Naturally, these current emojis that we use, I don't understand them. So there are times that they send me an emoji or an emoji, whatever you call it. I have to now consult somebody else to say, what is the meaning of this sign? I don't know the meaning, and I don't know where to go and find the meanings. But there are people who only talk with emojis. Like right now, Nanama Irenchiwa has added some emojis to what she sent. I don't understand them. Whether it is a tank or a mouth with love, white something there, is the beard, I don't know. But I'm saying that manage yourself. Manage the content. Know the barriers that the communication can meet. And let your expectation become positive and not negative. Don't jump into conclusion. They have locked the door. And so when I knock, they didn't mind me. The reason why they have knocked the door, I know, is because they are doing something that they don't want me to know. Does it concern you? They have a password on your phone, and I know why. They have a particular ringer tone, and I know why. Yes, ringer tone is a form of communication. Yesterday, one of my girls I work with will be going to have some things done. And her phone rang in front of me, and the song that was playing on the phone, I said, why do you have such a ringer tone? A ringer tone that was depicting she is suffering, she is in need, she is dying. I said, are you sure that when I call you, this song that is playing will be a motivation for you? Because the medium of communication, music is part of it. Music is a form of communication. Manage yourself. You are having menstrual cramps, menstrual strings. Your mood swings because of your menstruation. Somebody sent you a message that when you read it, you got offended. Somebody said something and your understanding has affected your mood. It should not be part of your fingers that you send the same thing. Somebody sent you a message and the message was to you. And because you are hurting, you forward the message to me. What do you get from it? Friends, you ask your husband for something. The way you ask it, the voice, the approach, the gestures, the swing is very important. People have a way to eye you. You are talking to them and they are looking at you with some eyes. Any country. Manage your communication skills. Don't let it be said that we are kasakeke. If you know that you are learning Ga, you are learning Tree, you are learning Ewe, for that matter, your pulling of strings in the language makes you sound sarcastic. Know where you speak the language you don't understand. We have manned and destroyed a lot of relationship. Official, non-official relationship leading us to sexual relationship. We have manned a lot of them. A loose statement was made one time in connection with a friend. And when the relationship ended, she was blaming the other party. And before she was going to talk, look at how she made a statement. I know you will support. See? You are coming to me. And in your quest to come to me, you say, I know you will support. How? So if you know I will support the person, why do you then want to talk to me? Manage your communication. My car passed. I didn't see you. You saw me. Visual communication. I saw your car pass. Oh, your car, I saw some of your car just now. And because I don't have your number in my head, I didn't see the number plate. Are you in my area, please? Oh, no. The story ends there. But I don't understand why you can bypass me as big as I am. And you want to tell me that you didn't see me. How? Thank you, Nyako from Turkey. How? So every time you speak, you start with quarrel. Every time you communicate, your communication is with anger. If there is pain in your heart, if you are bleeding, if there is any type of anger in you against somebody, shut up. Don't talk. Mind your language. Think before you talk. Why will somebody give you an information and you have not cross-checked the information, but you assume that the one speaking has an authority and knows what he's saying? So you immediately, interpret and begin to fight the other party. No. Mind your own language before you think and talk. Manage it. Ladies and gentlemen, as I wrap up from today, and I'll continue tomorrow, from this time till the end of this week, learn to identify the barriers in your communication. And if you can have such barriers in your communication, it could be for other people too. Don't talk anyhow. Don't talk senseless. Men kasa basa basa poto poto jimmy jimmy. No way. Don't speak unless somebody be hurt crazily. And at the end thereof, they will always have something against you. When everybody is saying, where your kasa, ne kasa nyo, one way or the other, is it because you are speaking the truth? Is it because they don't understand what you are doing? Don't follow them and answer them by what they are saying. People come on my timelines to insult me, but I see their insult as expression of their mind based on their inability to be properly trained. Formerly, I delete them. I block them. No, I delete the message. I don't block them. And they stay. As time goes on, they come back to say, yes, I now understand counselor. It takes time for people to come to the point of understanding us. Please, 0277 609 644. 0277 609 644. The spectacle, I've not gotten the price. The model we are using today, which has at least from where I started, it's been stable. We had only 1H. We are still observing it, but we are paying for it. We're heading towards 700 Ghana cedis and above. If by chance, like somebody have donated, if you want to do, our Momo account is 055 000 5077. Momo, to help me pay for the new gadgets for our road show. If you are doing Tigo Airtel Cash, 0277 609 644. You are supporting a worthy cause. You'll be glad you invested. You'll not regret you did. In all these things, one of the things that I have brought to your knowledge is that managing yourself is a quicker way of managing your interpretation of communication. Don't frown your face to communicate to other people that you are not fine. It destroys the structure of your face. But rather, find a nice way of telling people the way you feel about them. I have managed, there are people that I could have lost them in my life. Because the way they talk to me, the way they behave, the way they interpret things. But I think because I have learned, and that is why I'm bringing to you how to communicate in relationship. Most of the things I'm teaching you, it has not yet been written in some books. But remember, the basic form of communication is through writing, speaking, verbal, body gestures. Your boss is complaining about the way you are behaving, and you think you've not done anything. Your facial expression this morning is telling your boss something. Yes, there are times that we use facial gestures to communicate a circumstance that is surrounding us, but it should not affect your medium of communication. Sorry, if your husband says we shouldn't speak Ewe again in this house because he doesn't understand Ewe, it's a wrong way of building relationship at home. Rather, we won't force anybody to learn the language. However, you can speak the language with those who understand it and speak what he understands with him. Don't demand explanation when they are not talking to you. Don't demand interpretation of somebody communicating. They spoke in an hour. What you said, me, I don't understand. Tell me what you said. They are not talking to you. You are not the one they are talking to. Hey, I'm here, you're speaking Ga. I'm here, you're speaking Ewe. Are they talking to you? If it concerns you, they will say it for you to understand. 0277 609. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. And my YouTube channel is Counselor Lutrot. Please do it. Subscribe and let's build a bigger family. Go to my Instagram and then follow me on Instagram, Counselor Lutrot. Go to my Twitter handle and same there, Counselor Lutrot. Please do. Please do. Please do. We want to build a bigger family. Remember, very soon, thank you very much for being on my YouTube, Counselor Lutrot, Mohammed Ibrahim. Thank you very much. Go to Counselor Lutrot and subscribe. Let's build a bigger family on YouTube. A family where we can learn. And subscribe right now to my Facebook. Follow me so when I can get a prompt. Thank you, Esther, for coming today. I'm excited you are here. Thank you, Chichi, for coming. And thank you for the payment. Esther, you can also donate something, in your financial capacity. She's one of the richest girl around me. And Esther, you know what I'm talking about. Send something small to buy is it called a modem or something? So we can use it for our road show. Every morning when I have a driver, I'll come with a lecture. I'm happy. God bless you. I thank you for being there. If you are not there, I could have not been able to teach. This was proudly brought to you by Ginger Chips. Those of you in places, come and get some and go and sell. Esther, you can come for it and sell in your office. It's the biggest food supplement that when you chew, your life will never be the same again. Any bottle you buy, you give me 50 pesos for the foundation so I can help the needy and those with diabetes. I'm very pleased to have all of you here this morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Say, counselor, please. No videos nowadays on YouTube. No, it's not true. Then you are not on my YouTube. I get worried myself for viewers. A day, I'm able to load more videos that I ask myself, can I build content? Like this one you're watching right now. In the next 30 minutes, to be on YouTube. So then check very well. And if you also follow me on YouTube, when I drop the video, you are the first to have. So my brother Ibrahim, check again. Right now, in the next 30 minutes, check this video. It will be live on YouTube. Counselor Lutrot is the YouTube channel. Counselor Lutrot. Counselor Lutrot is the YouTube channel. That's the name. Love you. Those of you who are owing me, since my birthday, if you've not brought it, I'll ask you until the year will come to an end so that you don't take it to next year birthday. Those who are supposed to bring me my Creed Adventures, I'm waiting for it. Those who are owing me money, I'm waiting for it. But in all these things, one of the things I've come to learn is that if you live in harmony with each other, life will be better. I love you, and you know I do. But when you're wrong, I'll correct you. Good morning. Thank you for your support. If you want the ginger chips, 0277 609 644. 0277 609 644. I will download it right away. Thank you very much, Mohammed. Selassie, hey, Selassie, I've sent money to buy that modem. How much? That's my rich girl. Yay! That's my rich girl, the accountant of my time. This is the Deputy Financial Director of the CL Foundation. You know, Esther Selassie Bobie is the Deputy Director of Finance for the CL Foundation registered in the United States of America. So she's now doing her master's, and no devil, no witch can block her knowledge. She's my girl. She's my girl, you know, and one day you understand why she's my girl. I'm thinking I have to do a lot of things to spread my wings, and she's one of the people I'm going to use to spread my wings. Counselor, can I get your appointment number? 0277 609 644. 0277 609 644. I'm the main front desk to my company. And when you talk to me, I'll link you up with them and tell them when to book you. So just call me on 0277 609 644. Mohammed, God bless you. I'll see you again. Bye-bye for now. Let's all work with our hearts and support Greater Accra Regional Minister to let Accra work again. I am out of here for now. If you care to support my breakfast, just send me something small to go and eat breakfast. I mean, when people send me money, I thank them and I eat it. I don't eat money that is meant for me. I don't go and give it to charity. I eat it and enjoy it. Why not your YouTube instead of Facebook? We don't get some content on YouTube. Unfortunately for us, all my content from Facebook goes back on YouTube. I don't do the live doing the YouTube. For me, I've not gotten to that level yet. I do Facebook and I go and put it back on YouTube. All right. Thank you, Benjamin. God bless you. God bless you, boss. Thank you very much. Those of you calling me boss, be sending me money to chop. Boss, hello. You don't know what I'm talking about. I'm not sending me Kakram to me, Phyllis and me a boss. I'm out of here for now. Thank you for coming. And all of you who came today, get ready. Tomorrow is what? Thursday. Tomorrow, Thursday, we can have a road show. I'll be live on Facebook to treat abuse. You missed me last week because of the festival that was going on. When am I coming to the US? I'm coming very soon, so call me. Just call me after the show. I'll tell you the date I'm coming. I'm going to hit you. This year I'm coming to US. It's been 3 years now since I came. I'm going to come to, this is the third year. I'm going to come to US 2 times before the year ends, okay? I mean, the way you ask, it's like you are buying the ticket. Charlie, if you buy the ticket even this month, I'll come. I have where to live. I have a place to live in the year. But just I can only leave Ghana after July. Why? Because my president is in this country and I can't leave here alone here. My president of the foundation is in this country. We are doing a lot of things. I can't leave here. We are going to have our next show in June. So I cannot live here in Ghana and come to the US. Okay. I'll get you to meet my crew. Okay, I'm ready, Ibrahim. Let your crew come and let's see what we can do. All right. It's about money, and that's what we can. I want to personally donate you a device for the road show. Yeah, you know, I've forgotten that Kenneth is with Vodafone. Oh my God. Oh my God. You know, my son work with Vodafone. Kenneth, God bless you. When are you bringing it? Bring it. I'll show it to the people. And we'll see how your own two will work. Yes. I just remembered. Oh my God. Thank you, Kenneth. God bless you. I pray that this thing you have said, I know how you can do it. You can send it to me. I'm in Ghana. Oh, this man have left already.